here, moving away.
It's hard because aggression can be kind of dealt with because of a brood. Brood buys you a lot of time, and it shuts down. I mean, I don't think it like shuts down aggressive lanes, but you can dodge it easily and get a lot in return. So,
well, let's do it. This is going to be game number 1 of a best of 3. Not today, taking on LGD Gaming. On your Radiant side, we got Not Today. Stinger going to be playing your Shadow, God, I'm off to a great start. Spirit Breaker. We got Van, who's going to be playing your Slark Smash. It's me and Pastor, and he's going to be playing Zeus. Ifrit, the young gun, he's going to be playing your Brood Mama. And we got Mystico, their captain. He's going to be playing the Lion. Gods, who the hell is on LGD?
MMY on his signature Wisp. Sylar playing Tiny. Zhao 8 on Lina. Yao on an offlane Tusk by the looks of things. And maybe the carry kind of for this team on Axe, of all things. Well, the mid player for this team, I should say. Sylar being on the carry Tiny.
30 seconds to battle.
Ambidextrous with their role play, it seems here. As they
Yeah,
things up.
they maybe will play here as like the Shadow Fiend, and they'll put Sylar sometimes on tempo controllers, depending on what they go for. But they do kind of mix up the 1 and the 2 a bit.
has Brood placed any webs yet?
Maybe waiting to see if this Axe might end up somewhere else. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, clearly trying to dodge the Axe lane. Usually you'll see one almost instantaneously placed on the rune spot to contest bounties, but looks like he's not interested.
Wants his bottle, it looks like. Yeah. Uh-oh. Charge is out. Here he comes, and there he goes. And he will let up. Okay, so pressure back, but it doesn't stop him from getting what he wants. MMY, more often than not, though, I have to say, when he plays this Wisp, he likes to get the Soul Ring Tranquils build up, whereas most people do, as he's doing now, and just rush for the bottle instead.
Yes. He didn't get the rune importantly, but what's okay? Let's say why is Sylar not got the?
I thought he did.
No, the Slark got the rune. Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Ooh. Well, it's not going to take too long.
But yeah,
10 gold away, he'll get his bottle. But yeah, ideally he would be able to grab it up first.
Yeah.
So.
But it is aggressive. It is the matchup that LGD wants, with the Axe versus the Brood, and Yao paired up with 2 other people.
And it looks like Brood is going to be stuck going toe-to-toe with Maybe, so Maybe's just like, I don't care about this thing. Get away from me, daddy long legs.
I wonder if
he's going to be able to chop it
it's
up.
going to be the same Brood as yesterday and skill up Spiderlings. I don't actually know how competitively viable the Bite build is, but I would say if it helps you win your lane versus an Axe, then that's a good thing, because Axe usually dominates that lane. Yeah. And we saw how out of control Ice got yesterday.
Nice clarity cancel there as Sylar will toss the creep on forward. For now, just going a la carte in his mid lane without the Wisp. MMY has been bottom lane, helping out quite a bit. And we can see a bit of aggression here, as expected, when you get kind of this Tusk lineup. Throws out the early shards, and they'll fall through quite yet.
They need level 2 on Zhao 8 before they try and go for a kill attempt. But, I mean, in this sort of situation, you really see one of Lina's strengths, which is her absurdly long attack range.
But they have definitely bullied back Not Today in this lane, at least for now. They've taken much more of a defensive position, and is throwing them off their game a little bit. But Smash can kind of feel a bit more free here in the mid lane to have his way with the Tiny, considering the Wisp won't be nearby. And it looks like as the 2-minute rune will come up, he heads up for the north to grab that. Well, they'll be able to snag up the bottom one for LGD, and MMY will be able to get this one. And it's just a simple little illusion, really.
LGD has a lot of control, though, I would say, in the mid and bottom lane, because Zeus doesn't really have kill potential on Tiny, but if like a Wisp comes in, they can easily kill the Zeus. And on bottom lane, they have the spawn blocked as well as rune control. So overall, it's going very well for LGD. I would say even in all 3 lanes, they have an edge.
Yeah, definitely bottom and top, and mid lane, it's just like you're trading farm. But yeah, they have an edge in the sense, like you said, they can get kills. They haven't got the best initiation here in this bottom lane, but they're just preventing Slark from farming while they're getting more farm on. Well, Tusk is not really an amazing hero with items, but he does benefit to some extent.
I mean, they only have 1 range hero in the bottom lane, and LGD have 1 range and 1 super range hero. So the line can't really trade blows at all, and the melees are under constant harass.
Brood is going Spiderlings, but still not having the most fun time against an Axe in lane.
6-2 CS, while Axe is at 13-4. The top 3 CS all belonging to LGD, so they are definitely getting the best out of all 3 lanes at their start.
They're stacking, but they don't actually have anyone that can take out stacks really well. It can be Zeus, but he's not your ideal stack taker because he doesn't actually need that much farm. So, I mean, on the other side, you have Tiny, you have Axe, and you have Lina who can steal it. So, Not Today have to be really careful that they're not actually feeding LGD by stacking their large camp.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're just like, well, we don't want to be in lane taking away all the XP from Slark.
Yeah,
we clearly can't do anything, so let's just do something.
They don't have anything better to do, but I mean, they can maybe go for a kill on Tiny, I would say. It depends on Zeus's mana. He did get the top rune.
Yeah, you are right. But they'll have to make the best of it, at least for now. They're still just kind of at a bit of a loss here, but now LGD, they're going for an adventure here as the 4-minute time is getting close. They want to make sure Not Today are not going to be close to this rune.
Xiaohui's so aggressive on this Lina.
Yeah. Oh, they will commit the charge onto the director here. The tether will be there with the overcharge from MMY. He snags up that DD. Rotation was coming from Zeus, and obviously he's not going to be there to get it, while Tiny is able to grab the other rune. So LGD continue to take strong control here, while Slark getting bullied back from this Tusk.
Did Siler get a bottle? No? Okay.
Nope.
I guess he's
I
more
think, is he
reliant on
bottle
the
crowing? Or he's just going... Because the Wisp isn't with him, no, he's not bottle crowing.
They just took away a free bounty rune.
He's doing great mid lane. His CS is top of the charts right now and crushing the Zeus 1v1.
Tiny's a pretty good mid. I mean, he loses some matchups, but like versus a weaker mid like Zeus, I think he does very well.
Okay, they're not committing quite yet. There's the shards. They know the pounce is going to be there, so they don't commit forward with anything else. Does have that snowball leveled up, but they're just very content on being able to take control of all 3 lanes. And not really test.
Look, their positioning so good too. Yeah. I mean, even after Observer Wars dewarded, they still stand there at the 5-minute just so Not Today gets nothing out of this bottom lane. And with Spear Breaker being very underleveled, you're not really worried about...
Whoops.
Oh. You're not really worried about just the charge. You're really worried about charge Nether Strike.
Uh-oh, here comes that snowball. This could be our first blood. It will be. Stinger goes down, and now they look for Mystico here. He can't make it around the corner. He will go down. Double kill for the aggressive Xiaohui, and now they look to ban here.
Smash the TP.
Gotta get caught. LSA, a TP to rotate in. He pounces away from trouble. Brought down very low. Stinger back, charging on him once MMY. Should have the tether up, will be able to make it away. Here comes Smash. He's actually getting pretty damn low on mana. Gets caught with an LSA. They turn it right back onto him. Snowball flies out. They can finish him off. They will. This is a disaster and a bloodbath right now for Not Today. It ends up being a 1-for-4. They do manage to get themselves on the board, taking out MMY, but they lose so much. Plus the rotations to even get involved. That is a hard blow to Not Today.
It's masterful Wisp play from MMY. He's like drawing them into terrible positions. They like use pounce offensively, and then after they miss, they immediately have to back.
He also had a DD route too. That was brutal.
That was very nice play from LGD.
Can't even see that DD on a freaking Wisp.
I was like, I saw like the hero take so much time. I'm just like, wait, what? What's going on here? I'm like, all right, Wisp picked up a DD.
That pea shooter, looking more like a shotgun right now. But now, a little more pressure here on someone like Ifrit to be successful on this Brood, because more than likely Not Today are going to continue having to fight outnumbered. And Brood has a quarter to meet, being able to take down this top tower, take control of the lane, try to keep LGD split across the map.
He almost has blink. It's going to be like an 8.5 minute blink.
It's very apparent maybe he's the one who is the big breadwinner here. 45-7 CS on your Axe. He's going to meet beautiful timing on this blink dagger.
Everyone's level starved on Not Today in the safe lane. Even Smash to some extent too. He's only level 6, Tiny's level 8. And he's had to rotate down twice and just not been able to get any kills.
Man, even that just quick 1-2 punch of burst coming up between Xiaohui and Yao brings
it's a cool build from
third life.
You'll usually see 1 point in Frozen Sigil, but he wants to go all out offense. Doesn't really need the attack speed slow.
That's my build because I'm terrible at microing the Sigil.
maybe I was too.
Maybe I was too. Yeah, he's like, I don't care to do it, guys. I'll share control. I'm like, someone else does it, please. But here they're coming from behind. Leads in. Thunder God's Wrath to bring him down nice and low. Yao not going to be finished off, though. Has a snowball. Looking to charge on closer to his team. They throw up Stinger and knock him down. So with that, they look to turn it right back around, and it's the retreat call for Not Today. They try to make it on out. Van, though, not going to be so successful. He gets punched in the back. He gets dropped. They toss MMY on forward, and they're going to get the kill. Oh, man. 7-1. Not Today lose 2.
4-man gank goes poorly. It was good positioning by Xiaohui. He knew that they were coming from the north, so he actually ran down into the tower, into the Radiant's cubbyhole, and to buy time for his teammates to come. Again, this is before Wisp hits level 6. So
and before really Yeah, they go off the rails with Axe getting involved and chopping everyone away. And yeah, Sylar even just, yeah, I mean, this is scary. I know you were hoping coming into this, we're not going to see another repeat of what we saw with the Rave game, but this is looking like, at least in the first 10-minute period, not
be a lot of gold.
Are getting outclassed.
They could pick up a gem really early if they wanted to. I don't really think it's that risky for them.
Okay, little Brood might be able to get down Zhao Wei, but a jump in, maybe almost baited. Yep, maybe he's in there. He's got the dust, he's got the dunk, and well, they called the Orchid Man, and their spider problem is gone.
Yep. Axe was just there nearby for a long time, but Brood didn't really take the opportunity or even try to scout him out when he could have with Spiderlings or just check everything out.
Smash is dead.
Yeah.
Quick drum, quick move forward. MMY probably just saying, I'm here for you. They move in and take out the Zeus.
494 move speed. Good luck.
This would be a great game for Sylar just to pick up a blink and completely snowball off of kills, I think. Especially against the Slack. You can blink Avalanche, burst him down, catch him by surprise, and really do a lot versus him.
Yeah, normally you see them put more into trying to maybe get a quick Ags or at least some of the early components for it, but when you are doing this well this early, why not take the initiative to get that extra bit of mobility and secure more kills faster?
And Slark is just not terribly great here, just because there's so much damage coming out. Like, ideally you want to be able to...
They just annihilate the line. Snowball back for Stinger. He's going to get tossed up and then uppercutted thereafter. It looks clowny, but it is not pleasant on the eyes for Not Today as they go down. They are going to be able to take down Yao, so it's a 2-for-1 trade. They charge on in, but here comes Maybe. Jumping in, gets the call on to Smash, hoping for some luck on a couple of the spins here to finish him off, but Smash is going to be able to walk away. No, he's not. Off with his head. He goes down, and meanwhile, they're going to be able to catch up with Van the Slark and take him out as well. It just continues to be a much better performance for LGD as they truck on forward 13-2. Get that illusion. Get him. They got him. He's done.
You can tell that Yao plays Tusk a lot because do you see the play on the Shadow Dance? He was in melee range. Slark was beating on the Tusk and he frost sharded him so that he was knocked out. So he just completely wasted the Shadow Dance. And that's a sign of a player that is very experienced with the hero.
Ifrit back in his position, but then quickly spotted out. Uppercuts the Spider and they finish him off. This is looking like quite the exhibition coming out from LGD. I know Not Today don't really have a whole lot of opportunities to face some of the competition from the east side of the planet, but my God, it's looking like LGD right now on another level. Is it more of that, or do you think that maybe Not Today might have just put together not the best draft here?
It's definitely like a, yeah, I feel like for Not Today, it's not the best draft matchup, but this is such a comfort draft for them. They're heroes they like, maybe a bit too 6.83 like. Especially the Zeus is the one here, which it was a first pick, and is definitely the most disappointing pick of the 5.
Sylar will get that tower with the toss there at the end. And LGD are just kind of happy to keep this pace going and maybe try to make it a quick game 1 here. But we look to Not Today to hopefully have a comeback. What is the chance now?
It's really low, because Slark does well versus like a lot of disables and silences, but they just have straight up damage with like Lina and Tiny. They have so much burst that like you're gonna have to Shadow Dance like within half a second of the fight start.
Oh boy, Yao sees a Spider and he wants to get rid of it. Rolls in, relocate, but they don't have the dust this time. So he's able to ditch out the wall and get away, but meanwhile Maybe could be cut off at the pass here. Not Today's chance to kind of pincer him. They get up and gonna go trap. He's still good. He will end up going down to the pot shot from the tower. But now they go for Yao. Stops on in. They're gonna be able to get the kill. Taking out Lion. Now they want Stinger. They got him. Dominating right now for Sylar. A buyback even coming out from Lion. Not Today really want to try to get something out of this. They take down Yao, but they're still gonna lose Ifrit. Van on pursuit once Sylar gets the pounce and doesn't want to commit on forward. Ends up being a 2-for-3 if you count the buyback there from Lion.
I mean, finally they repelled them to some extent. In between like the T2s, a very aggressive positioning from LGD to say the least.
But LGD has went in so far and still the force a buyback. The gold exchange was about even in the end, and
yeah, and that was with like a relocate missed kill. And I'm sure they'll pick up a gem or something relatively soon.
Interesting pickup from Zhao Wei going for the mech.
The Guardian Greaves, man.
Yeah.
If they want to get aggressive and end this game fast, it is a great item to rush on Lina, I feel.
Did they smoke under the ward?
It was really right behind the tower.
Yeah, it was really close.
I think they might be okay here, but still not today. Very conscious. Wanted to make sure they have their games in tinkling, but not Stinger. He gets caught out. Jump in. And it's going to be an easy 3-man execution of a single Space Cow. But they are going to be able to get the grab there. Tusk. Oh no, Van goes down. Oh, I don't know. I completely lost that situation. He just kills a Newt. I thought that was a hero for some reason. Kills a Newt. Will be able to walk away. LGD though 18-4 and relocate to come here. Mystico going to get called. And meanwhile over on the left-hand side, there's another kill. They're really making Weapons work here. Getting kills all over the place.
Yeah, they've got complete map control. They have deep wards near the near the tier 2 tower top lane, and that just sees everything on the Not Today side. And with the Wisp, they can defend the split push of the Brood so easily. Yep. They just send Tiny back to defend, and they can relocate in if they need to.
420. LGD blazing on forward. Shut up, Ben. They're pushing that tier 2 bottom tower. They should be able to get it here. It's got to be a pretty frustrating game here for Not Today right now. But they're going to be able to grab it. They got it.
Dyer's middle tower is
I thought you were going to throw an Alina reference there. Her hair all ablaze. I don't know. She's blazing.
I left it for you. You just didn't take it.
I was chuckling too much.
I'm not going to do all these dank memes or whatever. Well, it's LGD in very, very good standing at this point. I mean, Not Today. Uh-oh. Van is in enemy territory here. And they have the Bloodhounds, a.k.a. the Spirit Balls, out. Maybe searching the perimeter for anyone nearby. Not going to be scouting him out, though. And
his net worth is, what, Ags, drums, treads in 15 minutes?
Pretty good.
Solo mid, Tiny. Doesn't even need Wisp's help.
Only 13 Tinies ever finished drums and Ags before the 15-minute mark. Make that 14 now. Thank you, Knoxville.
I'm guessing most of those games probably didn't go much beyond 25 minutes as well.
Yeah. 12K net worth. That is a slippery slope downward on the net worth graph. As LGD going to be able to crank out another tier 2. I believe that's all 3 of them. Nope, there's one more remaining there at the top. Thank you, Weapons. But it doesn't look like... I mean, it felt like the fallback plan was hopefully that Ifrit would be able to do what he likes to do on this Brood, divert attention elsewhere, follow it up, and then Van would be able to kind of farm it on up, clean out maybe a couple supports, and then be the big guns in the late game. But that doesn't seem to be happening here.
What's kind of cool is that LGD went for all mid-game items. They just don't want to give any kills where there's like 2 drums on their team. There's a Vanguard on the Axe. There's Guardian Craze coming out on Shao 8, and
Van's dead.
Yeah.
They showed up as the, hey, cool.
Giving up no quarter.
Call in from maybe. He's got the dust. Ifrit.
Relocate, please.
He's able to TP away from trouble.
Oh, this line.
Oh, no! Where do I go? Bum-ba-da-ba, bum-ba-da. Indiana Jones runs in. Uppercut to the face. And Mystico goes down. If you're a player right now on Not Today's side, this hits you pretty hard morally right now. This is going to be pretty tough for them to shake off when they have to go into game 2. Which we don't have that big significant comeback factor like we used to.
I think the Wisp, I'm not sure if it took them off guard, but they weren't prepared for it. Regardless, I still think like a Queen of Pain would have been a lot better for them as opposed to the Zeus. Like she can put a lot of pressure on the Tiny, she can burst down the Wisp, she can dodge relocate ganks, and overall it's just a much better hero suited for the situation. And I don't really think they had the foresight to see that coming when they banned it out. So I think next game they'll be more prepared and at the very least not give them Tiny Wisp.
Certainly not. Got to get that Wisp ban in there, especially against a world-class team like LGD right now.
To be honest, it wasn't even Tiny Wisp. It was just the Wisp and the offlane just destroyed them. It kited them constantly. And
good work for Mr. X, K-A-M-M-Y, Momo Yan, doing his thing that he does on the Wisp this game.
Broodmother. I'm very surprised that they haven't picked up a gem yet. That is probably the most surprising thing to me this game.
Oh, here comes trouble in the form of a MMY Sylar relocate. Spot out Van, he's on the run here. It's a highway pursuit chase, but they get him. Toss him up, I'll chop him down. That's what happened right there.
I think it was a mid-air dunk.
Yeah.
Cool.
An alley-oop almost, if you will.
Yeah.
Roche is waiting. Siler's got Yasha. This is getting ugly quickly for Not Today. This Slark, at no point in this game, I feel like he can catch up. He's going to buy a Shadow Blade. He's still going to be really squishy with this, but
yeah, he is.
You've got so much that goes through the Shadow Dance and the Shadow Blade in like the Axe Call, the Avalanche, the Tether Slow. Lina has an AoE stun as well. And that's where these LGD heroes, the supports and the carries, all do fine against Invis and Slark in general.
Yeah, Sylar is doubled up now on this Slark. And they are not looking to let up any sort of momentum. They smoke up to go to the bottom. Oh, poor Mystico, I gotta go! Nope, not going anywhere. Maybe's got you, and you are dead. And they're just battling out for the KS, it looks like at that point. Dragon Slave flies in, but not gonna be able to grab it.
Okay. LGD. Put on a clinic.
Yeah.
Right. We've been talking about this for like the last 10 minutes now, but
it's
Not Today. This is a struggle.
But not looking. They'll never say die.
So what? I wonder if they, like, where they think the draft went wrong. Maybe like they're regretting the Brood pickup. Maybe they think they should have banned out Axe instead of the Earthshaker. Maybe they should have banned out the Wisp instead of the Quap. I think there's a lot of areas which they could identify as potential weaknesses in their draft. But to me, the most apparent one is the Wisp and losing their safe lane try. Firstly, they had to get there earlier. They had to be able to protect their jungle, protect their lane, and just get experience. LGD starved them for experience so hard in that lane that the supports couldn't catch up at all through getting kills.
He is just whomping away. The Rax goes. Not Today, probably looking for their maybe final defense here. But it's not even going to be a very strong one. They already lose their Spirit Breaker. This cow looking more like a calf at this point. Unfortunately, as LGD now put their attention on the bottom lane, they snowball back, they scout out the Lion, and he's going to be taken care of. Sylar with the double. Van, please don't go in the base, chase me this way. But they're not looking to be diverted. They jump back in instead. They see the Pastor, and they're going to force him to, well, say his prayers as he's just going to get annihilated. Tier 3 goes down, and I suspect the white flag will be raised here momentarily from Not Today.
Casual godlike streak.
So, that's game one. Oh boy.
Wow.
They're just playing with their food at this point.
Sylar, please!
Mercy!
Oh my God, they're just coming back. Feed them more.
This is where we as admins and referees should be like getting in there like a boxing match, like break it up, guys, break it up. This fight is over.
Are you sure you don't want to call it quits?
Yeah.
This is bad.
You know, at this point, you're not waiting for the knockout punch. You're saying this fight's over.
Throw in the
LGD,
towel.
you guys are the winners here.
Throw in the towel.
Oh, he lost his rampage streak.
Oh, big bounty though, and oh.
I guess LGD lost a few, but that was what? 4 buybacks, 3 buybacks, something crazy.
Yeah.
2 buybacks on Slark, Spirit Breaker, and yeah, good.
They're just like, they had to reach in their pocket like, I guess I'll buy back, take everything I have. Take it. Because we have nothing.
Sylar,
Oh,
13 and 0.
LGD is looking good.
I mean, this is the team, one of the teams that I question. You know, they've been kind of under the radar in this patch, only facing those tier 2 matchups. And we're really curious how they're going to match up at this big tournament here.
Yeah, we see Glimmercape pick up, the Tusk pick up. I mean, they played some on 6.84. Double Glimmercape pick up.
Yeah, Wisp and Tusk, I think.
I mean, it's obvious they're not clueless as far as what they need to do.
They probably also realize that not today have no items. Their only damage is coming from their spells. The Zeus, the Lion. Slark's damage is coming from Dark Pact and Pounce. Glimmercape will fill most of their needs.
Well, they do have a BKB on Broodmother. That may do something.
Radiant's top tower is
We got the chicken.
All right. No cargo on it, but they do get that bit of gold. MMY, though, could be spotted out. And now it's a kill. Can Sylar man up on the 2, though? He makes it a 3v2 with his Manta. He wrecks house onto the Spirit Breaker. Don't you try to man up on me. Takes him down. Moves into the base. Leaves his illusions to kind of do work on the tier 3. Heads towards the mid lane now. Not today. Pretty short on buybacks at this point. And they just finished what they started here at the bottom. Siler starting to go to town. He'll take down that Rex. Goes for the next one. All right, not today. With their final hurrah. When it comes, will they be able to stop LGD? No, they won't. Both Raxes down. Well, not today.
The kind of team that will not tap out, though.
Yeah. There's zero comeback here. This is over. You're getting mega creeps. You've got Aegis. And maybe just discussing game 2. Like, let's see. Let's discuss some picks for now while we can before we get before the actual GG is called. Maybe even just have a bit of a recap of where they think this game went wrong so they can have a better idea of what to do in game 2. But
trying to get Yao, but maybe LGD had solved their plan to bait them out from the base so they can get the kill in. They move in, they're going to annihilate Mystico. Ifrit's got to go next. Van trying to man up, but he ends up getting dunked as well. A twofer right there for maybe. There's the godlike.
Not today, please.
There's the GG. We have seen enough. Hide your kids. LGD are in the States. And
okay.
Well, they look pretty damn impeccable going against Not Today. Maybe win for them.
They want as much playtime as possible.
maybe these guys, they just want to help people out on Vulcan, you know? They're like, okay, all the people who bought me as a player for my Vulcan esports